Hello! I'm just cleaning up. Right, so just clean down get the ink marks off. Yay! Pull in the bits I'm going to do tonight, which I think I'm going to do tonight, I don't know. We'll see. I actually just want to talk. But that's me being terrible, isn't it? So let's have a look. Got my flowers out. Yay! Good evening. Welcome to Craft Cave Live. Welcome to the Craft Cave. Hello, our lovely Leslie. So, hello and welcome back and Happy New Year. If you missed us earlier at 6 o'clock with the midweek deals. We will be back next week at 6 o'clock again with some more midweek deals. But this is back to Craft Cave. And I'm going to put the heating on a little bit. I'm having to put the fan heater on every now and again, and I'm going to get my chair as well, which is unusual. I'm not as young as I was. I can't stand up for 2 hours constantly. Not in the cold. It's very cold. So good evening. Thank you for joining me on Craft Cave Live. I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas, or a restful Christmas, or a peaceful Christmas, or whatever Christmas it was that you wanted. I've had Christmases where it's been manic, and I've been one of 13 adults in a 2 up, 2 down. I've had Christmases where I've spent it on my own entirely. I've had ones where I've been on a beach. I've had so many different ones, and everyone is nice in its own way. So whatever you're doing and whatever you did over the festive period, I hope it was right for you and that you took some joy in it, which is good. Right. So back on to tonight. So Craft Cave Live. What is Craft Cave Live? Oh, we've a lot of people watching on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Margaret and Sally Ann, Caroline, Kirsty Norville. Is it Norville? It is, isn't it? Sandra Kent. So remember, for me to see that you're watching, you have to say hello in comments, either on Facebook or on YouTube. I only see numbers. I don't see names of everybody who's watching, so it's only if you mention it. So Kirsty said, oh, we had a surprise visit from hubby's daughter in Australia. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's really nice. I'm glad for that. We'll give that a love. Leslie says it was lovely, and she's glad it's finished. Yeah, I took down all the Christmas decorations, apart from the star that was up there. I took that down literally 2 minutes to 6, just before we were due to start, because I completely forgot that it was up. And I think we've still got a wreath up on our sort of like porch out the front as well. But I have to get Sam to take that one down because I'm not tall enough. And Mountjoy says, howdy doodly do. Lovely evening. Good evening from Vivian Nicholson, Jane Breeden, who've got with Leslie, Carol Bignell, our lovely biggers, Shirley Nugent, Sarah Jane Kennedy, Marion Corley, our lovely Janet McRae and Oreo. I've got to say thank you to Janet. We got 2 of the most beautiful mugs from her, with a J and an S on it. Absolute beautiful calligraphy, beautiful on there. And Sam has got a thing for elephants, So I know that Janet and Sam have been friends, or are friends, should I say. And she got us a beautiful 3 glass elephants that are now sat in front of the TV, watching the TV, because elephants should always be looking out. They bring luck if they're looking out. And we've got loads of them. So thank you, Janet, for that. I know I said thank you personally, and thank you to everyone who sent us cards. We had the most beautiful cards from Brenda, from Anne, from Shirley, from Leslie, from Helen. Had the most beautiful. So thank you so much to everybody. Sarah Jane's saying hello.
I couldn't find any new messages from Helen in messages.
Oh dear. Sammy got me a watch, so that was talking to me. So sorry about that one. And Mountjoy says she got her dies so fast, posted yesterday. Yeah, they went in and did them all on the set, you know, as quickly as they possibly could. They got them all done. So thank you for supporting us on Boxing Day, and going for the new collection. I love this collection. I really do, which is why we've started doing, if you've not noticed, card a day or project a day. So we're on day 7, and it's from me and all of the angels, and they're currently, most of them are from the new collection, but there will be a mix in there. But if you can, please like it, and please share if you can, and get your friends involved if you can do. The very first one we did had some more likes than we've ever had, at 800 odd. I thought that was just wonderful. So the more likes we get, then the more people's feed will show up on, and the more support we get. So thank you to everyone for doing that one. And just keep an eye out for our posts, and always try and like and share them if you can. If you like something, share it and tell everyone you like it. That's what I tend to do. Right, so normally, Craft Cave, for anyone who's joining us, it's about asking your questions as well. So if there's something you want to know how to do something, you want to know how to do you want me to demo something, then basically just ask, and I will try and answer it, and just ask you to put the word Q or question in, and we can do that one. Kirsty says she's looking forward to a new Strawberry Dies coming, and she loves the new card of the day. Yeah, we'll be doing it every day. We're on day 7. I'm hoping to get to day 365, and then we'll start again, all with day 1. I'm waiting to go and collect mine, says Christine. She's popping in to see our Jane. So what I thought I might do is, it's not what I'd planned to do at all, but everyone absolutely loved that white on white card of our Leslie's, and I feel like I should get that out. So I'm going to try and I'll try and find it out now. This is not going to be easy. I should have done this before. And now I'm looking for it. I can't find it. Sorry, guys. Did I pull that one out separately and put it in that separate box? So this is the card we did first, that everyone wanted to do it. Absolutely everybody loved this. We got some more likes than we've ever had, and it's a mixing of, and our Leslie's just said, see, glitter is not just for Christmas. It's not. It's for all year round. So I love the way that this panel's been made, and I'm going to show you this. It's really simple to do. It looks so much more complicated than it is. The frame is made using the frame makers from Christmas. So this is the postage frame maker, and the other one. So these are for sort of like, you know, all year round. So it's using the new Strawberryfields panels to start with, and using, I absolutely love, you know, I have my drawer of scrap of our coconut white card, because I use so much. Oh no, Anne Mountjoy, I spent mine in bed with the flu. I had my flu jab the 11th of December, and my grandson came to stay and gave me his flue and he did not even wrap it. Bless him. I'm sure he didn't mean to, Anne. I'm really certain he didn't mean to. So I'm sure it was an accident that he did that. So basically what Leslie's done, and she's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Knowing Leslie, she probably did more of them. But always look where you're die cutting from. So I'm going to use this as well for the waist. So I'm going to cut this first. So I need 4 of these. I haven't pre-cut. I pre-did all the flowers, and for the other piece that the demo I was going to do. But then when I realised earlier today that everyone absolutely loved that, I thought it was worth showing them. So we'll grab this. Oh, he's too young to understand. Bless. The flu jab, I had the flu, both Sam and I have the flu jab for health issues. And we were fine with it this year, no illness at all, and we've managed to keep the flu away. So that's a real shame. Obviously, too soon. You came into contact with it too soon after having the jab. So what I'm going to do, I've got one there. I'm going to do my next one, but what I want to do is make sure that I'm keeping an even distance here when I'm taping this down. Yep. So I'm keeping, so that I can use this for another project. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to do that one. So let's just run that through and cut that. Now, isn't it funny? It always used to be Facebook Live, which would have the most people watching. There's more people now watching on YouTube. I think that's because we've had so many problems with Facebook recently. So our Linda's just said hello to everyone. Oh, and Anne says the red wine's helping her. So again, I'm going to take the next one out. So we'll do that one. And again, the third one, again, I'm matching to make sure I get the nice space in between so that it's even. So I'm just going to run through and cut that one. So I know our Leslie used 4. I think I'm probably going to use 3. So I've got that running through. I can't believe that. Looks like I'm out of double-sided adhesive sheets. I've got one here, that's it. So I'm just going to take a piece of white card. I'm losing my voice again. I'm just going to pop that down on there, so bear with me a second. So I've just put a piece of double-sided adhesive sheet down onto a piece of card. Oh, I'm on the wrong one, that's why. Sorry if I've not said hello to you. I've just realised for some reason I was on the wrong section. It was on the art, it's repeated, showing on the Art of Craft and John Next Door Official. So it's splitting, showing it in 3 different places. Debbie says, will I be on Hobbycraft TV anytime soon? I'm afraid not at the moment. I don't have any shows planned on there at the moment. I was speaking to our buyer, to one of the buyers. She's a very good friend of mine, to be fair. We were mainly swapping Christmas pictures of our Christmas food. She made the most amazing and beautiful beef Wellington for Christmas. She is an amazing, amazing chef. But I'm not, but yeah, we were talking about that. So there isn't, I can't give you a dates at the moment. We are looking at it still. Karen says, she made a 4th of January birthday card with this die, just changed the colours. That's the way to do it. So I'm just going to take the little bits out. And it's no point using glitter for glitter's sake. So I'm going to show you 2 different centres for this, because one is using what I was thinking of doing originally. So what I'm going to do is I've put double-sided adhesive down onto a piece of coconut white card, onto a piece of scrap white card. I'm going to cut this to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So hello, if you're watching on, I can only see if you're watching on at the moment John Next Door Official and on YouTube. I can't see if you're watching on the Art of Crafts. So what I want to do is just remove the protective sheet, and then I'm going to go for one in the middle and just stick that down, and then I'm going to go one, and I'm basically getting them to touch to build that pattern. Spend a little bit more time perhaps than I am. I'm making it a little bit. I'm not doing this anywhere near as neatly as I should do, or paying attention to the pattern or the size. But can you see there? Then obviously I might actually, Leslie did 4, so I will do one more. Karen's saying, I know so many people had the flu over the Christmas period this year. Yeah, I'm so sorry if you did it. I'd heard it was really, really bad. So we had our flu shots, thankfully. John, on your left die on the board looks slightly like an owl. What, that one? It does a little bit, doesn't it? That's the middle of the... That's another one from this beautiful panels die. Oh, Andy's just wished us and everybody a Happy New Year over on YouTube. See how easy and beautifully this cuts. So this is the Strawberryfields panels, which has an awful lot more on it. So somehow I've managed to get a piece of scrap stuck on there, and I don't really want that one. Oh, I've got to do something to get Dawn's mojo back, as I've made a 40th card for AJ. She's got to make a 40th birthday card for AJ. He can't be 40. That can't be real. That's her son. He's a brilliant crafter as well, is AJ. And his partner Mark, or his husband Mark, is as well. I can't believe 40. We'll come up with something. What I will do is next Wednesday night Craft Cave, I will do men's cards. I will do how we use normal dies, because I'd never buy specially. How I'd use men's cards for how we'd use normal dice to make a men's card. So we'll try and start your mojo with that, Dawn, next week. Now, I'm going to frame this, so it doesn't matter. But now I've got my 4 panels, a bit like Leslie did, and it is going to be framed. So it's easy to do. So now what I want to do is this is where you can add your glitter. And again, as Leslie said, it's not just for Christmas. Glitter works, clear or white or holographic glitter works all year round. So I'm using Eyes Ink, and this is their white iridescent glitter. Straight over the top. I don't use glitter with glue. I only use glitter with double-sided adhesive sheets, because it's secure once it's down. Otherwise it's everywhere. There we go. Let's take the excess off, and then I always use one of these cheap brushes from Amazon. They're decorators brushes. It's what the decorators use for glossing, so that they don't have to clean them. They're like cheap wooden ones at 1.5 inch, and you get them for next to nothing. Of course, I don't bin them like they do. I'm using that off my board onto the floor just to take it off. But you can see then I've got that beautiful iridescent glittery shine, which just works so well. Now Leslie's, the original one that Leslie did, I think she's used a mix of, you've used a mix in here, haven't you, Leslie? And then she's actually framed it. So it's a very similar thing. But if you don't have the framed eyes and you don't want to frame it, what you can do is this, is you can just trim it down. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm just going to take it down on one edge. Then I'm going to take it down, because it overhangs there a little bit. I'm going to take it down on that side. I'm going to take it down on that side and measure it. So it's 4.5. So let's just take that down on this side. So all I want to do is to make that the middle and make it 4.5. Yeah, so half of 4.5 is 2.25. So if I put that middle bar on the 2.25 line and cut, then turn it round the other way and put it at 4.5, that gets me a perfect square with it in the centre. Yeah, nice and simple. Yeah, Samantha says she always pinches Dave's small brushes as he doesn't use them. Yeah. So, Leslie, don't forget to remind me it's men's cards next week. Or Samantha, you know I forget things. So then we just mat and layer that up. You can put your flowers on, because I'm going to show you how to do, I know our Samantha asked about glitter flowers, but I'm going to show you how to do them with the double-sided, with the strawberry flower, just like Leslie's done hers this week. So that's one way. The other thing you can do is I'm going to use now, so that's if you wanted to make a version of that the same. If you wanted to sort of make it a little bit more, where have I put everything? A little bit more detailed, and I want to this time use that Strawberryfields frame. I've already cut here it in 3 times. So I've already cut it in 3 times, so I'm going to cut this last panel in 4 times. Oh, Julie says she's just been really extravagant. She's just treated herself, or as we would say up north, she's just tret herself. Sam always tells me that's not a word, but it is where I come from. She just tret herself to a new paintbrush and clean water for her beautiful painting. Have you got much left after your craft fairs, Julie? She does the most beautiful paintwork, she really does, that goes into... And we went to visit her in a craft fair in Norfolk last year, and she got virtually nothing left on a stand, and still like 4 days to go on there, and she'd sold out of nearly everything. So remember guys, if you've got any questions, just ask. So what I've done is then cut into there, the middle section. So don't think, oh, I've got to just use that. White on white really can work, and with glitter. And you can do repeats like this. So what I've done is cut this 4 times into a piece of card, and this is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 3/4. It's my standard size. So let's just get the little bits out. Not a lot. No, our Julie doesn't have a lot left, bless. I'm not surprised. So again, I can go onto the white on white, or if I can find some more. I think I'm going to have to place an order. Right, let's see if there's any more in that cupboard. There is. You don't have to just use white on white, just because you're using glitter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a piece of pink. So I'm going to go with this sort of salmony pink that's a little bit, perhaps you might think it's a little bit brash, but you want it to be a little bit more, when you're using glitter, you want it to be a little bit more attentive. So I'm just going to pop that on top of my colour, just like that. I'm then going to trim this down. And I want to go 5 3/4 and a little bit in. I want it to be a little bit smaller than the top piece because I don't want any to pop over the top. And then we'll just again take our protective sheet off. And put our white down. And I mean, I think that looks absolutely glorious as a completely different background to start with. Something so different. But again, I'm going to take the glitter and just put that on. So just because Christmas is over doesn't mean your glitter has to go away. At all. And again, grab your paintbrush. Just popping the glitter back. I don't want to waste it. And then again, off the desk. And look. We've got that beautiful, absolutely gorgeous finish on there. Now, I said about glitter flowers, so I've got a piece of the card here that's still got double-sided adhesive sheet on top of it, and I'm going to take, bear with me. Good evening, Margaret. We don't mind anyone joining at any point. Don't ever feel you've got to apologise for being late. So I'm cutting down with the strawberry flower, which is the new one, into the double-sided adhesive that's on the card. Now obviously I'm going through quite a lot, so you may want to shim it. I'm going to obviously use the Gemini because it's a higher pressure machine. And you can see they're cut out. You have to pop them out. You do have to make sure, because you're going through a lot to do this, that you're getting it right. So bear with me 2 seconds. Right, yeah, I'm just seeing if I can check, see if anyone's saying anything over on the Art of Craft, because of course it's showing on different ones. Could you use embossing powder instead of glitter, Mary? Yes, you could. You can use anything. You can use microbeads work, glass beads work, caviar beads, which was something that Crafts2 did, beautiful different coloured ones. Anything will work on the sheets. They work so well. So all I'm going to do is I'll do some of the bigger ones, grab my glitter, but basically just peel off the top and into your glitter. Nice and simple. So peel off the top and into your glitter. I'm going to go into each one. So if I have missed your question, I'm sorry guys. We're actually broadcasting on 3 different things tonight, so it's a little difficult to catch hold of all of them. The iced snow looks beautiful on them. Yeah, it does actually. I don't know where I've put mine. Is it there? It is. I'm going to do a couple in the iced snow as well, or the crystal snow. So just then into that, because this is like dipping it into proper shards of glass almost. There we go. But look, they look amazing in the ice, in the crystal snow, the ice snow. So just dip them in. So much easier to do. So it's another way of doing, and again, you could do this with embossing powder and then heat set them. So that's 2 different ways to use your Strawberryfields alongside with glitter. What I will do, my voice is starting to go, so I am going to finish in a second, guys. I don't know if I can do it. I'm just not used to doing 2 hours together. But I will put another video together. I will put another video out, and there will be another video out. There'll be a video out on Friday for the new die that's out on Sunday. So remember, so I will be back at 6 o'clock on Sunday over on the Art of Craft and here on YouTube, just doing that one. And I did have a sort out in the craft room, Leslie. I actually, if I turn this round again, so if I turn this camera around, I did this earlier. Look, I got rid of the table. We got rid of the old tumble dryer that didn't work. And I put some new drawers in, so they're all empty. And there's my microwave for doing my flour drying and some other projects waiting to go ahead and things like that. So yes, there is. So new stuff will be coming out tomorrow to our lovely Leslie and people. And I will be back on Sunday night at 6 o'clock. So here live on the Art of Craft. We'll try and share it onto John Next Door Official as well. And I will be live on YouTube. And it's just one brand new die, but I think we've got a really brilliant little offer with it as well. I think we've got brilliant. And we've got card back in stock that you've been waiting months for. We have got some card back in stock as well. And the new brushes and things like that. And I'll be going through all of that on Sunday night at 6. But I'm going to finish tonight for now, guys, because it's getting a bit confusing, everything. My voice is going.